Okay, today we'll be opening up these 4 oil filters. And I want to thank the viewer who wishes to remain anonymous for sending me these oil filters. Thank you. These fit his 1999 Toyota Corolla. Yep, the one with the 1.8 liter engine. So stick around and we'll compare all 4 of these oil filters with each other. So let's get started.
This is set for, you gotta glue the silicone, get nice and tight, get your inner here, filtration anywhere here.
Okay, I'm going to do this video a little differently just to save some time. So we'll get the weight on these. The Protec weighs 192.7 grams. The GKI oil filter weighs 237.8 grams. The PTC oil filter weighs 192.1 grams. And the Purolator Classic weighs 194.3 grams. And I'll open up all these filters and then we'll go from there. Be right back. Okay, let's start with the cans. It's got a stamped date code right here, 11/17/21. And over here somewhere it says made in Mexico. Okay, that's for the Protec. The GKI oil filter's got a date code up here, 2/12/99. And this one's made in China. Okay, that's the GKI filter. This is the PTC filter. And this one says leak tested 2017-05-25. And this one's made in China. Show the inside. And the Purolator Classic. Oops. It's got a date code right here. F01E23ES. And this one is made in USA. Okay, so these 3 got coil springs, the first 3 here. Purolator's got a stamp leaf spring. And let's see the pleats, the number of pleats. Protec has 44 pleats. The GKI oil filter has 42 pleats. The PTC oil filter has 50 pleats. And the Purolator Classic has 50 pleats. They all got nitro rubber anti-drain back valves. And the 2 Chinese filters had these plastic coverings over them. And you can see they all have nitro rubber gaskets. I mean, these fit pretty good. Let me take these things off here. They stick. They're staying right on there. So they cover the holes up nicely. And the Protec's got this. It's a bypass valve. Bypass valve, anti-drain back valve. Built into one. Works like that. Because if it goes into bypass mode, the oil would go through there. See, because it doesn't have nothing on the bottom. Whereas these guys, they all have bypass valves down here. And I really don't have any information on these filters. These 3 here you can get on Amazon. They really don't show you nothing. They don't tell you nothing about the filters. And the Protec, the information I got on that on Rockauto was 95% at 29 microns. And this one here, I wouldn't use. Some of these, look inside here, the louvers, some of them look closed. And look at this also. It's got like cracks right here. Looks pretty cheaply made. Yeah, I don't like this filter here. See when I cut this open, but those louvers don't look too good. And see, this one's got holes in it. Purolator Classic's got holes in it. And the Protec's got louvers. But they're better looking louvers than these guys. And the Protec's got a metal crimp seam. The GKI oil filter has metal crimp seam. This PTC oil filter has a, looks like an inside glued seam. It's right around here somewhere. I think it's right here. And the Purolator Classic has a metal crimp seam. Now let's get some measurements real quick. Get them on the cans. 0.49 millimeters thick. 0.598 millimeters thick. This one feels a lot thicker. 0.48 millimeters thick. 0.40 millimeters thick. Yeah, you can tell this one's thinner. Okay, and the width, Protec, 1.35 inches wide. GKI oil filter is 1.56 inches wide. PTC oil filter is 1.22 inches wide. And the Purolator is 1.76 inches wide. Okay, I'm going to cut these guys open and stretch them out and see how long they are. Be right back. Okay, so here they are stretched out. And these filters are at various lengths. They got various square inches. And I'll post it all on the screen here. Here they are, zoomed out. Okay, let's get the thickness on these guys. This is the Protec. It's 0.61 millimeters thick. The GKI oil filter is, it's probably on a seam. Yeah, 0.92 millimeters thick. The PTC oil filter media is 0.58 millimeters thick. And the Purolator oil filter is 0.91 millimeters thick. Let me get them up close. Now I always look at these guys under a microscope. Let's look at the rest of the filter. So they have some similarities and some differences, but the inlet holes are different. This is a Purolator on my right, Protec on the left. The holes are bigger. And I took the whole thing with it. And yeah, the holes are slightly bigger on this one than the PTC oil filter. I can't go over all the differences and similarities they have because this video would be too long, but you guys can look at them real quick. And you know, you got louvers, you got holes, they all got metal cores. Like I said, they got some similarities and some differences. So which filter would you guys use? And again, I want to thank the anonymous viewer for sending me these oil filters. And I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I open up a new automotive oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and take care. The Protec filter media weighs 5.4 grams. The GKI oil filter media weighs 8.3 grams. The PTC oil filter media weighs 6.8 grams. Purolator Classic oil filter media weighs 11.7 grams.